Alright everyone, so this is my personal anticipated foundation color correcting and highlight and conceal routine. So first thing first, I already primed my face, but I am going to be using a green concealer. This will help actually neutralize any red tones that you might have, like blemishes, sunburns, or like rosacea. I like to use this, especially that time of the month, and I like to use it with a little blending brush, or you can use a beauty blender. Just make sure that you blend the green into your skin so that way you have an even skin tone. Next thing that I'm going to be using is a orange concealer. This is really good for people with medium to dark complexions because it will help hide any dark circles or dark spots that you might have. Now if you're using LA Girl Pro Concealer, a little goes a long way. And just make sure that you blend it really well. I kind of used a little bit more than I should have. Now my go-to foundation at the moment is the Milani 2-in-1 foundation. I tell you, I swear by this. I walked like 15 minutes to my sister's graduation and I was sweating, and you know, in this Houston weather we don't play with the heat. So my makeup lasted throughout the sweat and me walking through the sun. So I really recommend this. Now I am using like a little kabuki blending brush that I bought on eBay. I will have the link in the description bar below. Let me just go over a little bit of highlight and contouring. Highlight and contouring pretty much will accentuate any features that you might have, and it will give your skin like a nice bronze deep glow. Now notice that not everybody's face is the same, so you might need to alter your technique depending on your face shape. When you're contouring, make sure you use a shade 1 or 2 darker than your actual skin tone, just so you can define the bone structure and making your face look more defined and well sculptured. And I am using a stippling brush to blend that out, and I usually use this brush for everything. I just wipe it as I use it. Now whenever you're highlighting, you might want to use a shade 1 or 2, again, lighter. This will actually help kind of make any features that you want to stand out. It will make you look more youthful and more refreshed. It's pretty much you want to highlight wherever the light hits you and kind of make sure that the light's bouncing off of those features, like my big old forehead. I am going to be blending this with a beauty blender, and I usually spray my beauty blender with the NYX matte setting spray, which actually helps set the makeup in and actually gives me that matte look that I like. So if you're like me and you tend to be a grease ball, try the baking method, especially underneath your eye. I swear by this Airspun. I freaking love it. Now personally for me, I tend to crease underneath my eyes, and I tend to have an oily T-zone and around my chin area. So I do like to do the baking method. After I highlight and conceal with the cream, I actually go ahead and set my face, and then I actually start setting that cream contour and with the powder. Now the powder that I'm going to be using is the LA Colors I Heart Makeup Contouring Palette, and I'm using the darker shade just to again define that contour that I just did. Because if you just set your face with Airspun and not add any color back into your face, you will look like a ghost. Trust me, I learned the hard way. Now using LA Girls Pro HD powder, I'm going to be bronzing my face and kind of go over that contouring that I just did. And you will slowly start to see the color in your face starting to pop back in. Using LA Girls again Pro Concealer in a lighter shade, I'm kind of blending all those colors and kind of dusting off that the Airspun off my face. Just make sure that everything's blended, that there's no harsh lines or anything. Now, whenever you're adding blush, pretty much when you are adding blush, it just gives you a slight natural innocent flush So you don't want to overdo. You just want to do it a little bit in like the areas where you smile. Now the highlighting powder, it will give you that glow on your skin, and it will give you the right amount of dewiness. This is also a great way to sculpture your cheekbones and make your nose look a little bit slimmer. I usually tend to apply my highlight on my cheekbones, a little bit on my cupid's bow, the bridge of my nose, and slightly a little bit on my chin. I do kind of go overboard on the cheekbones, but hey, who doesn't, right? But pretty much I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope it was very informative for those that, have questions. But if you do have any questions, go ahead and message me, leave a comment down below, and remember to like, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. Thank you for watching.